Speak more on this about this upcoming summit with Bob Ward, who is a policy director at Grantham Research Institute on climate change and the environment at the London School of Economics. And he joins us now live from London. Welcome to the show. How important is it to have the US back at the climate negotiating table?
Well, it's extremely important because they are the second largest producer of greenhouse gases after China, but they also wield great influence across the world. And we saw that China and the United States were very important in getting countries to sign up to the Paris Agreement in 2015. We've missed the momentum that they can give during the Trump presidency, when President Trump gave up on action on climate change. And so it's very good to have President Biden giving this priority and bringing 40 world leaders together today to try and get people to increase the ambition of their efforts.
Mm-hmm. So now that we have that momentum back that you mentioned and that was missing, what are you expecting from this summit, and what tangible results could we get?
Well, the main focus is on pledges for emissions reductions by 2030, so over the next 10 years or so. And those pledges are supposed to be submitted ahead of the big UN climate summit that's due to take place in Glasgow later this year. At the moment, we haven't seen all of the big emitters put forward their pledges, and we're expecting the United States, for instance, to today announce that it is going to cut its emissions by 50% by 2030 compared to 2005. Now, that would be a big increase in ambition, even compared to the commitments made under President Obama. And we hope that there will be responses from other countries like Japan and Canada, who will similarly come through with more ambitious pledges, and perhaps even China may respond with some further movement on their own action.
And Bobby, even if there is that political will, that momentum, how much catching up is there to do? Give us, a sense of the scale of the climate challenge right now.
The Paris Agreement, which all countries have signed up to, is a collective commitment to limit global warming to well below 2 Celsius degrees compared to pre-industrial levels. Now, we've already seen global temperatures rise by a degree, and so we have a very little space. And at the moment, the commitments made by countries are not consistent with Paris. They are likely to lead to temperatures well above 2 degrees by the end of the century. And there are great risks associated with that. The possibility of passing major tipping points in the climate, such as destabilization of the polar land-based ice sheets in Greenland and West Antarctica, which between them hold enough ice to raise sea levels by 13 meters. So we want to avoid going anywhere near these tipping points, and we're getting perilously close, which is why we need urgent, strong action to start now and keep going now.
Thank you so much for explaining it so well. Bob Ward, Policy Director at the Grantham Research Institute at the London School of Economics. Thank you.